Hey Tyler, it's Grandpa Rick responding to your question. Um, I wasn't really into big band music. That was sort of out of style back in the '50s. Um, I loved rock and roll really. I love jazz, modern jazz, and you know, going to the Newport Jazz Festival 2 years in a row, driving all that way back there, and having a hell of a time. And I like groups like the Dave Brubeck Quartet, Miles Davis, um, the Ramsey Lewis Trio. Those were my favorites. I see them in anywhere we could. As far as rock goes, I mean, I was a disc jockey at the little known fact. I was a disc jockey at the Mount Clemens uh, Teen Canteen. They call it. It was like a dance party every Saturday night. So I was the guy that played the records and made the comments and my favorite kind of music was modern jazz. Really, as far as rock goes, I mean I liked most of it. I didn't like rhythm and blues too much. It didn't fit my character. But that's basically it. In Boston, I stayed with my grandparents for about 8 months, and I took the bus just to get to a dance on Saturday night. I take the walk down the hill about a mile. I take the bus over to the southern other part of Boston. Take the bus and then have to switch to a subway twice and go to the hotel Sheraton Biltmore where they had a record hop. They used to call them hops, and hops were everywhere. And I used to do that, and I met a lot of people there, a lot of good people, a lot of friends. Anyway, that's about it. I don't know what else to tell you. We used to go to record hops around Michigan too, and dance like crazy. Love to dance. So I hope that fills in some of the blank spots. If not, you can call me back. Take care. Hey, here's a little caveat, second part of what you asked. Um, you don't realize that on Sundays they didn't. You couldn't find rock and roll on the radio in the early '50s or mid '50s. Mid '50s, no rock and roll. It was just piano music. It was violins, and slowly the rock moved into the era of you know modern modern day, and we loved it. But it was late '50s before that happened. Sunday was no. So that's kind of unique. And about the jazz, yeah, it was a long drive to Newport, Rhode Island, uh, for to see the jazz festival, to be part of it. But it was fun. And it was great because you could hear the bands live, and you could party with your friends, sleep on the beach, you know, or whatever, and it was a great thing. And just the basic stuff. In Chicago, I was went to school in Chicago for a better part of a year, and what I loved about Chicago was Grant Park, but I also loved the fact there were jazz clubs all over the place, and you could go in and sit down. And I wasn't 21, but they had special areas where you could sit and were reserved. Um, those are just a few things. I know groups I liked: the Beach Boys, Danny and the Juniors, a whole lot of just guys who made one song and was a hit. But anyway, if you need anything more, give me a call. And by the way, Midway opens on Friday, so be ready. Take care.